Yes, top. And carom. Good catch.
Frisbee is about the stuff between the tricks, right? You have 36 tricks in a freestyle routine, maybe, if you're lucky. It's a lot of tricks, right? So 36, 32, 36, right? That's pretty packed freestyle routine. Each trick takes anywhere from half a second to 1.5 seconds, right? The actual trick, yeah? So what are you doing for the other minute 30, minute 45? Right? All the stuff happens between the tricks. Wait. Yes. Catch. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Let's go. Yes. Good girl. Catch. Yes. Come on, hot stuff. Ouse. Let's go. Catch. Yes. Ouse. Yeah, let's go. Catch. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Catch. Whoa, awesome. What's next? Hey, hey. Oh, watch out. No camera. No camera. All right. How's it going, guys? Welcome to Philosophy Friday. Oh, where's my trusty co-host? Look at the sports guy knows where to be. Epi, up, up. The sports guy knows where to be. The weather girl is being crazy like normal, but the co-host was not here. All right, it is Philosophy Friday. I'm Ron, Epi, King, the CupCake. All right, yeah, off. Whoa. So we're going to talk about Play Plus and philosophical things. If you guys have any questions or whatever, let me know. How you doing, Sage Paw? Good to see ya. Shrink this up a little bit. I don't need to be so huge up there. So, questions, things like that, hit me up for sure. And class people, sorry, apparently it's 1,000,000 degrees here in the day, and I went in and took a nap. I got my shoulder all taped up and my knee all taped up, and I can only sit vertical so long, and I didn't even know what fucking day it was. And I got up, I don't know, about 30 minutes ago. I missed class again. It was terrific, let me tell you. But sorry, class people. I'm having some issues with the frickin' heat. It's like a gazillion degrees, and it's gonna rain here, so I know, we might get interrupted in this stream. We have thunderstorms coming. Whoa, Byron, what's up? It's pretty hot. It's about 5 degrees Celsius cooler than it is here every day now. It doesn't get cool until, I mean, it isn't even cool right now. I'm sweating. So, but I'm not very happy about that. Anyway, forward with the truth. Holamua make out. Wio. I think that's how you say it. It was my college's motto. Hawaii Pacific, forward with the truth. Oh, great! Can't wait. Can't wait. I've been trying to nap from like 10 o'clock to like 3, 4 o'clock. Kind of while April's at work, and No, it's not going very well. It's not going very well. So we're solo, by the way. It's just us here. April is up in Michigan. She's up in Michigan with all of her dogs. So yeah, pretty exciting. That's what's going on. Fess up. Apologize. Anyone watch Deadwood? I should pull that up. I think I will. There we go. It's probably filthy too, so. I'll just share the link. It's one of my favorite shows, by the way. All right. All right. So, what are we going to do tonight? I got a list. Let me pull it up. So, first thing we're going to talk about, initiative transfers. It's one of the big things in Play Plus. And oh, I don't have my. I'll hang out a sec. I have to put on earphones. So initiative transfers. Where is my? Boom. So do I want to do that, or do I want to do? Yeah, let's just do this. Let's pull this in here. All right. We'll leave that there for a sec. That doesn't work. Move that. All right. So within any interaction, actually, any interaction, any play, any cooperative interaction, or any play, there are initiative transfers that happen. Initiative is who's starting, right, or who's leading. It's who's got the ball, right? So when I give my dog a cue, Epi, dog catch, I now have the ball. I'm going to give Epi the ball. You ready? Boom. Yes. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Whoa. That was surprising, right? Off. Yes. When I mark, the dog has the ball, right? So these things here, dismissal, attention, drop, give, the cue, the trigger, a regular old marker, if you're going to pay right away, right? When you pay. The marker transfers initiative. An expectant marker does not transfer initiative. So when I give the marker to the dog, when I say yes, most of the time the dog has the initiative, right? Or it's a signal that I'm passing the initiative when I make the cookie toss. So I mark yes! And everyone's like, what's happening? And they're waiting for me to give them the cookie, right? So when I use an expectant marker, I essentially give the marker, yes, wait, boom, right? And that off, yeah, good. That yes, wait is an expectant marker. And what we're doing there is we're marking and loading the dog with expectancy. And it's terrific. It's a terrific cookie. It allows you to keep the initiative And these initiative transfers are super important because when we're interacting with our dog, we have to maintain or transfer initiative smoothly as a team. And I don't think most of us are aware of that, right? I wasn't aware of it. I did it very well, by the way. You know, everything, the important stuff happens between the tricks. That's something I say pretty frequently. And, you know, you need to focus on the stuff between the tricks and things like that. And all that stuff is initiative transfer. If your dog checks out while you're playing, you most likely have an initiative transfer problem. We're going to talk about that in detail, for sure. I'm going to kind of leave it sit there for a sec. I don't really know how to talk about this stuff, right? This is kind of the first time I'm trying to present some things, and I'm not sure how it's supposed to be said, right? But initiative transfers, super important. I'm going to demonstrate some of them with the dogs here, and we'll do some Primal Games and stuff and talk a little bit more about that. Canadian Updog this weekend. Good luck to everyone. Gosh, I got too many things going on. I need to name this, though. Where are the overlays? In this scene. So I have to move this one up because I need this. Memes, tips. I'll put it there. That'll work. All right. So, you guys have any questions or comments on initiative transfers? You guys following what I'm saying? Do you think you struggle with it? What's up with that? Going to open up the Play Plus wiki. And I want to change that to this. Notion. All right. So, this is the Play Plus matrix of ideas. It's where I'm storing all of our knowledge, all of our deep, deep knowledge. Let me see here. I'm going to pull up initiative transfers. This is what I'm looking for. I'll scroll through so you guys can see that. I should have initiative transfers on here, don't I? Yeah, this app that I'm using, it's called Notion. It's really nice. Hate to tell you something that might cost you $20. Yes, Alicia. Hopefully you caught my apology. I'm super sorry. I didn't even fucking notice. Like, I set my alarm for 8:15 when I laid down at like 2:45 today, 3 p.m. Did some shit, and it was blistering hot. I can't do anything but sit in the kitchen in the heat. Like, I mean, I can go out, but then I have to take a shower and wash the clothes that I walk out the door in. But yeah, super, super sorry that I missed that, because I do want to hit on your guys' stuff for sure. But super stoked that you're starting to recognize that. Right? And that initiative transfer, the handler taking it back is the hard part. When I toss the cookie, hey Epi, Epi, can you get up here? Good work. So when I toss the cookie out there, right, and CupCake comes back, so she has the initiative. She has the initiative. And when she gets back, yes, and I give her a cookie, she's got the initiative again, right? And she'll offer it back to me. She'll offer the eye contact, right? But now I'm at a loss. How do I get started? I like to use the expectant marker here. Yes, wait. And now she's like, oh my gosh, boom. And that yes, wait, off, yes, is an expectant marker. I say yes. She's like, oh my God. Hang on. Oh my God. And I freeze. Or I say yes, wait. Or I say yes, through. And I provide that pause. And that expectancy, her knowing what yes means, her knowing what the next thing is, or not knowing, right, is the lion's share of the cookie. It is the lion's share of the cookie. When the dog eats the cookie, the moment, this cookie right now, he's pegged. Oh my God, this cookie has all the power. Once I give it to him, it's gone. And now he wants again, right? So when I break out this cookie, boom, he wants. That's expectancy, right? And then when I give it to him, the want is over and he wants again, right? And you can see that he's not expectant there. Yes, now he's expectant. The expectancy is bumping up. Then he gets paid, and all of that goes away, right? That expectancy is the lion's share of the cookie. That's the thing that we want to use to motivate the dog, not the cookie itself. When we're working with Frisbees, the handler is the cookie. Something we say, right? Like, be the cookie. And for you to be the cookie, you are trafficking in expectancy. You're setting up situations that the dog understands and has an expectation of how they complete or how they resolve. And then, I know how this goes. When is it going to happen? Right? And that's a really big motivator. It's also a big question for the dogs, right? Oh, he said yes. What's going to happen? Is it this? Right? Is it this? I think it's this. And then it either belies or fulfills that expectation by the dog. Initiative transfer, super, super huge, guys. And the expectant marker allows us to hold the initiative. Once again, I'll demonstrate. I don't think I did a very good job. Or we'll take it further. So CupCake is out there, right? When I look at her, so watch, the tail will stop. Hopefully she stays there. The tail will stop, right? And then when I look at her, she'll be expectant. He's looking at me, right? And that's because she's a puppy. I look at King, he doesn't care. I look at Epi, he kind of cares a little bit, but he's questioning whether or not it's working. She's out there like, oh my God, he's looking at me, right? So CupCake, yes. When I pay her here, she has the initiative. And my dogs are all super good about getting their cookie, right, and staying here. And I know you guys can't see that. Let me see if my other camera is charged up. Giving the cookie is going to allow the dog to take the initiative. And then we can't get it back because we've just given them the cookie, right? Yes, oh my gosh, if I give her the cookie there, if she does not do what CupCake does, and I can't show you, we'll have to wait a few. So she comes in. Wow, that was awesome. Yes! And I pay her. I've just given her the initiative, right? And my guys stay here and peg this eye contact, right? And the reason that they do it is that they're in front position and they expect to do through the thing, right? And go do dog stuff. My dogs willingly transfer initiative all the time. She gets into position, into working position, and she offers that initiative transfer. And I think it is the assertion of myself and the Play Plus process philosophy of play that the initiative transfer is one of the most important things we got going. It is the big problem with play in particular, and with engagement. So, what's up? Anyone got anything on that? All right. I had some stuff on that for class tonight. I have to kind of put my thinking cap on. Let me think about it. So in the fly chi, after the catch, and after the stop, comes next, and Odie has the initiative after those. Alicia is allowing it to go on with him holding the initiative, right? And so he has the initiative, and she's trying to figure out how to get that back. Alicia, front cross, that front cross thing. The forms are really awesome and are great tools to use to establish good initiative transfer habits, right? But they're reliable. You start pulling and he's like, poof, gone. He's on this big flank. Alicia, is it okay if I share that video here? I'm sure it is, right? It's pretty good work. You okay with that? Make sure I ask first. And I won't share it on the stream, I don't think. I don't think I can run that kind of stuff, but I could share the link and people could see what I'm talking about. So when you get the drop, yes, pause. Don't throw that hand up right away. Pause. Let him look in. He looks in. Yes. Boom. Pose. Yeah, Sage Paw's a creeper on P-Vibe, I think, Alicia. You're not. Oh no, she's stalking you on YouTube. All right. She probably can't see your video. I think you posted it into the Fly Chi thing. But I'm sure she's following you. That's super cool, Sage Paw. So you want to draw attention to the initiative transfers within the form, right? He gives you eye contact. Yes, around, catch, he looks in. Yes, you make the throw, right? All those markers, by the way, the markers that we use that are reinforced with next, or the functional rewards of play, all of those markers are about initiative transfer, as well as detailing the discrete behavioral concepts and criteria that we are looking for, right? So when you take the initiative, use the initiative, Alicia. Sorry, I have I have 2 new Alicias in my life, and one is an Alicia and one's an Alicia. And then Alicia here, and my brain is, So you want to use your marker in the time after your marker, Alicia, particularly within the forms, to draw attention to the expectation of the dog. Dog's running in, out. Yes! There's our neutral. Right? When you say yes on the drop, he's going to fucking go. He's going to slip out and do that big, beautiful outrun that everybody loves, that you hate because he's not looking at you. Right? And he'll start on that outrun, and his expectation of movement will be belied. It won't happen. It's like he'll take off running, and you won't be in basic flat work position with him. And he'll take off running, and what's up? And you say yes and throw. Right? And now we're altering his expectancy, and we're trafficking on that expectancy. Right? As we rely on that expectancy and traffic in it, the dogs will get very good at giving up their initiative. So when you cue drop and he's coming in after the first throw in the fly chi flow form, you cue drop, yes, and he takes off. Even if you back off and throttle it down, you're reinforcing or continuing on with that movement. So he's cool. His work is fine, right? When you out, yes, and he takes off running, and you're kind of moving with him, right? He's coming in. Chill. Out. Yes. And he looks in, boom. Right? And that will change and alter, and he'll start to recognize that there's an initiative transfer going on. By the way, Alicia taught this to him on the pedestal. With pedestal work when she was brand new to cookie training. And I think that's a good place to teach it. We're going to work this weight next, one of our Primal Games, in order to establish that initiative transfer. All right. I lost my train of thought here, though. I don't have a good... Here we go. We'll go back to that image. Come on, let me switch it. Boom. There we go. So all of these things will require a transfer of initiative. So all of these things are high points and potential roadblocks within our game. When I dismiss the dog, I give the dog the initiative. But I reserve the right to allow that initiative to come to fruition, right? But I'm literally throwing it in the dog's... I'm throwing the dog the ball, and I'm leaving the game. Here you go, Epi, or CupCake. Wow, yes, go do dog stuff. I threw her the ball, and I'm out of the game, right? When she comes in and she offers attention, I'm just going to work the crack here. Yes, that's her offering the initiative to me, right? She's actually offering that initiative to me with that eye contact. So attention is going to give the initiative to me. If I mark it and pay her, I just gave her the initiative back, right? She's got her cookie. She doesn't need me for fucking nothing, What does she expect? Another cookie, right? What's the expectation? Another cookie. When I utilize the attention with an expectant marker, or I just take the attention and begin interaction at that time, then I take the initiative. When the dog drops, that is the handler's initiative. The dog drops, they're empty, they have nothing. They need, they want, right? So when the dog drops, that's a natural initiative transfer. That's when we should pounce on it. And what we tend to do is only pounce on it with the cookie, which means the expectation for the dog is the cookie, right? So it's the only thing that comes next is defined by the cookie then. When we take the drop, yes, pause, now the dog's expectation of the discrete cookies belied, and the dog doesn't know what to expect. That's exciting, that's dramatic, that's novel, right? And that's really important for play. If we drop, yes, boom, and we pose, like I'm kind of suggesting to Alicia, that where is the trigger on the basic flat work position, right? We maintain the initiative, right? And we hold the initiative, the dog stays with us, and that's important, right? If the dog only expects the throw there, or if I always throw after the drop, by the way, Odie's taken off on that big flank. You have not, Alicia, grabbed the initiative after the drop, right? We've been squandering that initiative. By the way, if you're playing with your dog, guys, you're doing all of these initiative transfers. These are happening, right? To what degree are they happening? To what degree do you know about them? And to what degree does the dog know about them? When you and the dog know about this, initiative transfers happen immediately. Engagement is easy peasy. Engagement is a given. Drive management is a given with this, right? The give, natural. The dog gives it to me, I now have the toy, right? I give it right back because I want to reinforce the dog giving it to me. I just gave them the initiative, right? They take the bite, they take it from me. Yes, they got the disc in their mouth, right? I can re-grab. I can stand there. If I re-grab, I'm letting the dog hold the initiative longer. They'll hold the disc, they'll do the thing, do. If I do nothing after the give, right? It's now my initiative. The dog has the toy and they're like, I got the toy. And they look at me and I don't do anything. And they go, hey, what's up? Right? Even though they have the ball, I start the game with the whistle. Right? So I'm kind of like the referee there. I pass the dog the ball, bite. Yes, awesome. Now they got the ball. But there's no game happening. I hold the initiative. Right? And that little flip and that understanding on the dog's part is really huge. When I give the cue, it's my initiative. When I give the trigger, it's the dog's initiative, right? So I give the trigger, now it's out of my hands until the dog eats their cookie, right? Or until I set up an expectant marker and transfer the initiative again. A regular marker at a 80%, 85% clip of a positive consequence after the marker. The dog knows that something awesome is coming, right? And if I'm too reliable with the cookie, or too reliable with that something awesome, the dog will hold initiative. I'm out here working pedestal, right? I'm doing pedestal with my dogs. I say yes, and the dog jumps up on the pedestal. The dog stole the initiative. I go, yes, pause, that expectant marker. And the dog should be like, he said yes, what is happening? Oh my gosh, right? That's what should be going down. And if the dog hears the marker and runs to where the cookie is, or hears the marker and does next on their own, right? They recognize that the marker is straight up an initiative transfer. My guys, for the most part, yes, boom, I toss that cookie. That's what I'm kind of using as marker here. A traditional positive marker followed by a cookie in quick fashion. That leaves the initiative with the dog. I'm right, I know it, where's my cookie? I'm doing my thing, there's the cookie. I get the cookie, I eat the cookie, right? If the handler cues while the dog is eating the cookie, the handler can steal the initiative from the dog while they're eating the cookie, right? And the dog's eating the cookie, they hear top, they're like, hey, I really fucking dig that, man. Hang on. All right, let's do it, right? The dog will respond. The expectant marker, yes, pause, yes, wait, yes, through. CupCake. Oh, hang on. Hang on. You ready? CupCake. Wait. That's an expectant marker as well. The cue, the next cue. I can deliver the next cue as a marker, right? So in like as the dog is going through, I can mark wait, right? And when I offer the cue as a marker, that's an expectant marker. As soon as I give that cue, the dog wants to know where is the trigger. I got the cue, where's the trigger? And now they're pegged and they're waiting for me, right? All of the, when I toss a cookie, it's the dog's initiative. I can steal the initiative with the cue while the dog is eating the cookie. I would recommend that. You know, and you can't do it before the dog is eating the cookie because they'll just ignore you because they, you know, but they get the cookie. Once they start chomping on that cookie, and that chomping on the cookie usually leads to chomping on the cookie, trolling around out here, is there anything? And at that point in time, many dogs, after they eat the cookie, are purposefully staying disengaged until the handler asks them if they can have initiative again. So I toss a cookie, dog eats the cookie, dog's walking around, dog eats it. I'm waiting, right? Because I can't give the cue until the dog is finished eating and looking at me, right? And the dog just holds the initiative. And they know that their handler is going to say, hey, CupCake, at which point in time they'll respond, right? But I have to ask for the initiative with the dog's name, or ask for the initiative with an action or something, right? And then the dog gets in here and I say yes and I give him a cookie and I've given them the initiative again. Do you guys see how like troublesome that is? We just keep setting ourselves up in normal dog training. We keep, without this initiative concept, we keep setting the dog up to ignore our initiative, you know, or to hold the initiative. And then we wonder why we're not important. The only thing I have at that point in time is a cookie. And we wonder why they're disengaging. When Georgios and I talk about this, we've been talking about it quite a bit for the last couple weeks. initiative is who has the ball. After dismissal, sorry, I have to move this again. I'll shrink that, I guess. After dismissal, right? Oh, that isn't going to help either. Funny. After dismissal, the dog has the ball, right? It's the dog's ball. There's no game happening, right? Have fun with that ball with no game happening. It's a really important state. That is a fucking super important state, guys. Dismissal is the dog having the toy with nothing to do with it. Dismissal is the dog having the initiative with nobody to play with. That's the null state of reinforcement in regards to interaction with the handler. That is a very, very important concept for the dog to have. I have the toy. I have the toy. See, I have it. I have it. If I'm dismissed, very quickly I realize that having the toy doesn't fucking matter. I have the initiative, but fuck, it's not working. Right? What is up with that? I have the toy. I don't know. And then Epi's going to be the handler here. And then they look at the handler. And the handler says yes. And they give the handler the toy. And now the game happens. Right? And the dog, my dogs know that. My dogs completely know that. And that dismissal idea that the dog have the toy. Epi's got the toy, dude. Epi, I can't reach it. Can't reach it. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. So he's got the toy. He should be super stoked. Right? But that toy is not really important until I'm going to steal the initiative back with an expectant marker. I'm going to mark YES when he looks at me, and then I'm going to present my hand, give cue. It's actually a give trigger, but I'm going to kind of use it as a cue, in order to fulfill or to fill up or empty out his expectancy. Yes! Wow, that was it. He gives me attention. Yes, my initiative. Boom. Awesome. Come here, Epi. Mine. Yes. If I give him the cookie here, right, I just gave him the initiative. If I have engagement problems, if the dog isn't super hip on the toy, and I give him the cookie because I want to reinforce him coming back with the toy, I've got problems. He's got the initiative. He got the cookie, the one he wants. He doesn't like this toy, right? He doesn't like this toy. He likes a cookie. But he'll do it for a cookie. So he gives it to me. Up. Mine? Yes, right? And then if I give him the cookie and he doesn't care for this so much, I've given him the initiative and I've paid him for the week. He's out partying on the weekend, right? He's partying for the weekend. But if he comes in, he gives me the eye contact, yes, and I present something that's expectant, he fulfills it, yes, and I offer another expectant marker. And now he's stuck here. I have the toy. He has an unresolved marker through. Yes. And then I offer that cookie. And that expectancy needs to be there so the dog gets off of the discrete cookie as the reinforcer, or the discrete cookie as the reason for playing. If your dog is playing for the cookie, you're fucked. You're fucked. If your dog is only doing the tricks for the cookie, you're fucked. you are in serious, serious trouble. You know, we want to take the cookie and take the toy and take the engagement, and we want to use them. The cookie is just, it's just the ball, right? It's the ball. Like a dog who only wants the discrete food cookie is the dog that only wants the ball and then doesn't put it in the hoop or doesn't shoot it to the goal. They just ball hog the ball. Stat patters, right? Bunch of fucking stat patters. All right. Anybody else? You guys have anything on that? Any questions on that you want to talk about? I think it is probably one of the most important things in training. And by the way, successful trainers navigate this flawlessly, right? Most trainers navigate this pretty well, right? If you have a problem, this is likely contributing. Somewhere in here, your initiative transfer is off, or the dog doesn't know how to give initiative because you're always interrupting or you're always telling them what to do. You're too quick to reset, things like that. All right, I'll get off that. Not bad, kind of close. Kind of close to what I want to deliver. All right. So, initiative transfers, super duper important. And for anyone who just came in, Play Plus is what we're talking about. Play Plus is my new process philosophy of play. We've been talking about initiative transfer. If you didn't catch it, you should go back and catch it. I think it is worth looking at. We're going to discuss the Primal Games here. We are going to go through them. I just have them written out. The wiki here is the book in wiki format. So I can put pieces of the book wherever and move them around. And it's everything that I copy on my machine pastes directly into this application. This application is called Notion. It's a nice little, I don't know, project management or personal development app. I really dig it. I'm actually paying for it, and I can't afford to pay for anything. So the Primal Games, where is the trigger? That is an initiative transfer game to some degree. That is like, well, let's get off that one because I don't really want to talk about that one. This Wait Next. This is our big initiative transfer game, and that's what I'm going to wind up playing here in a second. And let me see. Yeah. So This Wait Next is the initiative transfer game. It's the second half of the Now Next play cycle, right? So the Now Next play cycle, bump that up, yep. The Now Next play cycle is now what we're doing, the trick that we're actually doing. This is where all dog trainers are great, by the way. They're great on now, right? Now is, I'm going to do a vault. We're going to go out and work a vault. Wait, top. That's the cue. You know what? Can I make that bigger? Nope, it's just going to keep shrinking. So, minus. And I will open up an image here. Sorry, guys. I thought I could do it there, but I can't. Shit, what was I? Now Next. play cycle. There we go. Ooh, it's very big. All right, so switch this. So the now next play cycle, right, is I have to put on my headphones now. Sorry, Chuckles. That's where it goes. Apologize for breaking the flow there. And we go, boom, old headphones. Old headphones, there we go. All right, I can hear again. All right, so the first part of this, now, right? That's the part of interaction that we all have. That is the cue and the trigger, or the cue and do. We can say it's cue and do, right? So I give the cue top, show the dog where we're going to go. I go neutral, put a little aporia on the dog, make them unable to take the question, right? And then I pop my leg up for the trigger and the dog goes. And this is the area that people are focused on, that dog trainers are focused on, right? And it's important. It's what we want to do. And this is where we have the initiative. The moment we offer the trigger, the dog takes the initiative, right? So the dog achieves the skill, does the skill, achieves whatever aspect of it they're gonna achieve, or they're not gonna achieve. They eat their cookie, right? And as this is happening, now we're in this next cycle, right? This is what's coming next. And this is where handlers are dropping the ball. This is where everyone's dropping the ball. Because we're not prepared for next. We're only doing the vault, right? And you can see this with when people have trouble resetting, right? Most of the time you do top, you go neutral, you present the trigger, the dog leaps and snatches the disc, and you're like, yes! And then you have to throw the disc because you said yes. You have to give him the cookie because you said yes, right? Or you have to give him the bite. And then we wind up, they achieve, we mark yes, we give them the cookie. And then we prepare. When the dog finishes their cookie, we need to be prepared. Well, if we've thrown the roller or we've offered the bite, we can't really prepare. We're involved in another next or another now, right? And we can get stuck in that little mini cycle like a glitch. Do the thing, get a cookie, do the thing, get a cookie, do the thing, get a cookie. And the dog can get really good at, manipulating the next cycle. No, I don't think I want to come in now. I'll take the toy and go over here, right? No, I don't want to do that right now. I think I'll do this. So what we want to do when the dog achieves, the dog does the thing, gets the cookie, yes, boom. We prepare, we get ready, we read the dog, and we present as opportunity. Oh, that's super important. Hang on. I have to write that down. That is super important. Present as opportunity. Where can I put that? I'll put it as opportunity. That's awesome. So I'm going to be using some Heidegger within the philosophy. Present to hand, ready to hand, and present as opportunity or present as opportunity, I think fits really nicely in there. So sorry, I had to take a little detour there. So the handler needs to present as opportunity. And this right here, this is where we are going to wrangle, finagle, beg, borrow, or steal initiative. This is usually where the handler says, "Cupcake!" Yes! And then gets involved in another situation where they set up achievement. Right? And we get in this little glitch of achievement to opportunity, achievement to opportunity. And we never get that connection because it's interrupted with us giving the cookie. Right? So we want to present as opportunity and leave it up to the dog. At this moment here, when we present as opportunity, the dog should give up initiative voluntarily because there's an opportunity over there. Right? So the handler, I am become opportunity. You have to become opportunity. If you become opportunity after the dog has achieved, they're empty. They ate the cookie. We talked about that earlier. They ate the cookie. It's gone. They're at zero. They flatline neurochemically. They're on the hunt for another cookie. And where are you? Right? Where are you at? You're giving them another cookie. And then they're on the hunt for another cookie. And where are you at? Then you call the dog. And now you're pitting your recall, your weight, all that shit against the dog wanting the cookie. Right? But if you become opportunity, dog looks at you, yes, pause. We've just wrangled that. We've just completely taken that initiative from the dog, and now the dog is expectantly looking to us and is expecting to do something with us and is unfulfilled in their current state with their cookie. And that's where we connect. We connect, we use that to wrangle them back into position, right here, boom, wait, top. And if this goes, if this goes, cue, top, neutral, little aporia, little, take that question, what's going to happen? Dog's like, I think he's going to do a leg vault. I lift my leg. He did do a leg vault. Boom. Now it's the dog's initiative. He gets it. I mark yes. He's like, fuck yeah, I'm a badass. He lands. He turns. Right? He lands. He turns. If I'm prepared here, I'm likely to be an opportunity to him. Right? So he gets it. He turns. I'm loaded up like this. Right? He and I read the situation. How am I going to navigate this? Well, how about we look at we have the drop. Whoops, is that only going there? Hang on. We have the drop from our thing we were doing earlier. Oh, come on, dude. You won't let me do the whole thing? We can use a drop. Dog catches the vault. Yes. Lands, turns, out. Yes. Whose initiative is it? It's mine. I can now connect, right? Current application, that's the one I want. I can now connect. Right? Dog eats their cookie. I'm prepared. I read the release. I cue the drop. I become opportunity. The drop is an opportunity. The dog takes his teeth off. There's my connection. Yes. I take that moment. I wrangle the dog into position. Or I fire out a cookie to keep things going. Maybe I keep this next cycle cycling. Maybe I do that purposefully. I don't want to do that accidentally, right? I don't want to get involved in that glitch where it's just going from achieve to achieve to achieve to achieve, right? Achieve opportunity, achieve opportunity, achieve opportunity. We want to get achieve opportunity, connect. We use that connection to wrangle the dog into position. Yes, pause, top. And here we are. And everybody's stoked. And the dog has done beautiful things all through this next cycle. Everybody who works the now cycle, most handlers who are doing this, who are not doing a good job on the next cycle, they do this part, and then this part just happens, right? And if I do it well, it just happens, and I get to do now again, right? But if I don't do this well, it doesn't happen, and it doesn't happen well, right? So what I want to do is I want to do this, right? And then I want to be prepared to play defense, to handle the dog when they have the initiative here, right? And then I want to use the things between the reps to establish a working relationship that includes self-induced or willful or willing initiative transfers. I want to teach the dog to transfer initiative there. And I want to do that purposefully. So we're going to do that with an expectant marker, attention, cue, trigger. And that we're going to do that within the Primal game. This wait next. So let's go do it. Did you hear that, CupCake? You know what that means. All right, CupCake, let's do it. Epi up. Good. King. CupCake off. Good, chill. All right, chill, Happy, chill. All right, so here we have whoops, what was that? No. Hang on, I have to restart that actually. That one will shut down the show. That scene shuts down the show. Okay, so I got to grab this other camera here, guys. Boom, Bertha. And little tripod. Where is that little tripod? Oh, it's inside. Shit. All right. 20, 30 seconds, guys. 20, 30 seconds. Chill. Now that is a loyal man. Really loyal, Epi. We call him Epi. We call him Lord Baco because he has unflinching loyalty. Don't you, Epi? Is your loyalty unflinching? Is it? King, king. All right, chill. So, this is, we're going to do the Play Plus Primal game. And it is this weight next. Hey, 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 why'd you do that? Why did you do that? Why would you knock that down, CupCake? All right. So, here we are. You can see that she looked at me here. She's waiting for me to take the initiative. Up, up. Wait. Yes. Boom. Yes. So what I did there is I asked her up and then off. I asked her up, right? And I kind of snatched the initiative from her. Off. Yes. Boom. Wait. So that wait, this is my initiative. Up, up. Still my initiative. Boom. Her initiative. Wait. I'll interrupt with the marker. Her attention is going to give me the initiative back. Yes. Boom. And I'll pay her. Right? Off. Here I have to wrangle her initiative. I'll pull. Wait. You can see her going on her own, right? Real problem. I'm going to let her stew here. I'll ask her off, off, wait. There's the expectant marker I marked with the wait cue. Up, up, wait. Yes. Stall. Boom. Right? That mark that I'm giving up here, she's giving eye contact. Off. And I'm marking that and I'm reinforcing with action. That reinforcing with action is allowing me to maintain the initiative. If I give her the cookie, up, wait, and I give her the cookie, it's now her initiative. She's liable to jump off. Who knows what's going to happen, right? Now I have to get the initiative back from her with the cue. Up, boom. And she'll happily do it, right? But it is a choke point and it is a problem point. Off. Here I'm going to wrangle. Boom. And I'm going to intercept her. Wait. Up, wait. This eye contact. Yes. Stall. Yes. Off. Yes. Awesome. Go to dog stuff. So within that little game, you can see that she wanted to just blast that skill. She wanted to just blast that skill and do it and do it and do it and do it. And if I'm not careful as a handler, I can fool myself into think that we're working together there. Right? I can fool myself into thinking that I'm running this. When in reality, my dog recognizes that we're doing this pedestal, then that one, and I'll just fucking make that shit happen. And it's not enough to get the behavior. It's not enough to get the behavior. Keep in mind, the first thing that you have to do is get the behavior, right? So it's very, very important. But it's not enough. You have to get the behavior with the proper work so that all of your work in the behavior can lead to successful implementation or will reinforce successful implementation of the behavior. And that's key. That's key. This little game, this wait next, sets up that initiative transfer. Let me see if I can walk through this with the now next cycle of play. So we start out, I'm standing by the pedestal, I say up. The aporia here, if she jumps right up there, that's not allowed. And that's trouble for me, right? That's trouble for me. So how am I going to do my vault? How am I going to do things where our tight coordination in terms of time and space are going to stay together, right? If the dog goes whenever, I'm in trouble. So I give the cue, the dog waits on their own because I haven't given the trigger. This is all my initiative. Then I give the trigger. Boom, I ask the dog up. Now the dog seizes the initiative and achieves the behavior. I mark wait. That's an expectant marker. I'm prepared. I still have cookies in my hand. I have cookies in both hands, by the way. I'm super prepared. I'm ultra prepared. Ultra prepared. Cookies in both hands. And I read the situation. She gives me, the pregnant pause is the opportunity here. That expectancy of the cookie, that's the opportunity. And for those of you guys who think, oh, the dog will be, it's not. It's the fun part. It's the fun part. Not knowing when the cookie's going to happen is the fucking fun part. It's variable reinforcement, for real. Not contrived in a spreadsheet, but for real variable reinforcement, right? The opportunity is not knowing when the cookie's going to happen. She gives attention. I use that attention as the connection. I mark it. Yes, I reinforce with action, right? Which is kind of putting her in the next position. I pay, right? And I ask her off. I'm using this expectant marker up here in the opportunity. I'm actually paying her to get off of the pedestal, right? But there's another little mini next here. Because when she gets off the pedestal, I tell her off. She achieves the off, yes. I prepare. I read. When she starts to go to the pedestal, I present opportunity in the other direction. She hooks up with me, I connect, maybe I mark, maybe I don't. I pull her into position, yes, pause. There's my expectant marker. And now we're up here for the beginning, up. And throughout this section here, me and the dog have been a team. We've passed the ball between us, willingly. My dog is comfortable with me dribbling a few times before I pass it to them. My dog is comfortable with a play happening with one of the other players on the team. You know, they don't need the one-to-one cookie relationship. They don't need the one-to-one functionality of the cookie. The functionality of the cookie is, that's where play goes to die. When the cookie becomes functional, it's not play, right? We can be functional, use the cookie functionally, teach the skill without play, right? But if we want the skill to be desired, to be valuable, we have to dress it up somehow. It can't be just a function, right? It can, but you're going to have to get better and better cookies or put more and more pressure on. But this navigation of the next cycle of play, super, super important, and everybody's dropping the ball here. These initiative transfers, attention within this way next. Attention is being used. The cue is being used as an interrupter. The trigger is being used to grab initiative. the markers being used to grab initiative. The expectant marker is also being used to grab initiative. I'm not using the cookie to grab initiative other than where I place it. I place it so that I can facilitate that movement to pull the dog away from going back up there on the pedestal on their own, of their own volition, before I ask. So hopefully that makes sense, man. I'm going to do the primal game, this weight next, one more time. And you'll get to see, again, this happening, right? So look for these things here. Should I pull, you know what, I think I'll switch. Let's have this one up. Yeah, let's leave that one up. So I'm going to use attention, give, or attention, cue, trigger, marker, expectant marker. And the cookie I probably won't use, right? But it'll be used. I am using it. So here I go. I come out here, chill. Now she knows what's happening, right? King, king. King, chill. So she knows what's happening, and she's deferred. She's giving me the initiative. Up, up, boom. Wait. I mark wait. She goes up on her own. She stole the initiative. Do you notice my response? Do you think she thinks she's right? Nope. So I will drive her here. She gives attention. Yes. Stall. Boom. Yes. And now that the functionality of the cue trigger allowed me to maintain the initiative. I'm going to take some eye contact up here. I have puppy food, by the way. My dogs, yes, tend to eat their own kibble for cookies. Yes. This will be high value work. Yes, off. So again, I'm going to be prepared, and I'm going to wrangle her this way. I'm going to pull her into position. Wait, expectant mark. Up, up, wait, expectant mark. Attention, yes, reward with action. Stall. Boom. I did that stall with where's the trigger to make sure that she was going to allow me to have the initiative. Yes, off. Again, I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to set this up so that my connection, wait, so that my connection facilitates her not doing this, right? And this is punishment, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009. Pretty obvious that this wasn't what was supposed to happen. Come on, hot stuff. Wait. Yeah, good. Ready? Stall. Boom. Yes. And I cued stall here. This is a duration behavior. She will not be getting up from here. Off. She'll just be getting off. I'll interrupt. Wait. Yes, that's very nice. Up, up. Yes. Stall. Yes. Good girl. And now my dog is following me, offering initiative, taking the initiative when it's proper time. Yes, off. Good girl. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. Woo. All right. So that is pretty cool, man. That is the second primal game of Play Plus. That game is called This Wait Next. Right? This wait next. And the function of that game, am I in clean? Clean. The function of that game is to practice, to facilitate and practice initiative transfers, and to get the handler comfortable and experienced with navigating that next cycle where we're not in control and we're doing more than just the thing that we're doing. That next cycle is the glue and it's the payoff for the dog. It's where the dog leads and we follow and we participate with the dog. And then we as a team decide, okay, now it's time to do it again, right? Rather than the dog going, where's my fucking cookie? Boom, where's my cookie? Where's my cookie? Where's my cookie? It doesn't work like that. They don't want the cookie. They want the process, right? And to some of you guys, I'm sure this sounds like my dog won't work for a cookie or won't work for that. No, they won't. They fucking won't, because you just throw cookies, right? They won't work for it because you don't set this up. You don't pay attention to initiative transfers. The cookie is the only motivator out there. And if the cookie is the only motivator out there, this stuff won't work. Or quote unquote won't work. It'll work right away. You might not be able to do it right away. Someone else would, right? Because the dog doesn't know what's going to happen when they work with someone else. And so there are tolerances and allowances that are made, and the dog will figure out how I work. So your task is to do this slowly and easily enough. Pull the dog close to the pedestal, wait, get the dog on the pedestal because you know the dog's going to go. Don't challenge the dog to do it perfectly, kind of thing. But you need to set up and deliver that initiative transfer and allow the dog to experience that, draw attention to that. And then when the dog realizes, okay, you mean when I get up here, I look at you and then you tell me what to do? Okay, I got that, right? And pretty soon, there's much more novelty, much more creativity, much more opportunity that we can engender with what we're talking about here, rather than just the cookie as the reinforcer, right? I can make it dramatic, I can make it exciting, I can throw the cookie right away. There's just so many more options for interesting interactions within the play plus kind of idea of reinforcement and this standard, always the same cookie. So there we go. Any questions, comments, anything on that? Take a look at my notes. We'll move on. What the hell is that? I don't even know what this boards thing is. There it is. All right, so I've talked about expectant markers. I've talked about initiative transfers. Well, I'm done, actually. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna be done here in just a couple minutes, guys. Questions, comments? Let me know. I'm a little surprised that I hit on all those. Let me tie this to drive management, right? And see if I can't talk a little bit about how initiative transfers do damage, or how initiative transfers impact drive, right? So we were talking earlier about Odie. Odie does the drop, or when Odie does the working flank, he really does the working flank. And he takes it, and he loves it. And he'll work with Alicia on it. He'll work with her. Yeah, I'll work with you, but there's no doubt as to where we're going. He knows. And that isn't that he knows thing. He knows and he goes, right? And he goes in the right way. He's doing the right thing. He's following, quote unquote, following the cue, but he's like frontlining it, front running it, right? He's front running a cue that he knows. And Alicia has been fine working with that because it works. He's doing the thing. I'm able to do my fly cheat flow form. I'm able to do my routine stuff. It's great. But he's ahead of the curve, and they're not operating as a team. And that drive will get away from you, right? That drive will get away from you. There were things that Alicia was unable to do because he was driving. He was over-aroused. And no, he was driving. It was applied towards work. It was misapplied towards work. Energy and intensity, energy, intent, and intensity applied towards work. That's drive. And he had that, but it was overzealous, and it wasn't the way that we wanted it. So, if we allow that to continue, that's great until we want to do something with it, and then it's trouble, right? When the dog is low on the engagement scale, people tend to throw more cookies at him. Well, it's not going to work. You're just going to need more cookies, right? If you throw more cookies at him, this stuff that we've outlined in the Now Next cycle and Play Plus in general has to happen, right? The idea is we get it exciting enough with the high value cookies that we can make it have that shine. But in order for it to have that shine, the cookie's got to be an asset to the kit. The cookie can't be the kit and caboodle all at the same time, right? We have to have the cookie as an asset, as a tool, as the ball that we're passing around. The object is to score points, not to hold the ball, right? We got to do something like that with the game in general. A great way to do that is through, one of the ways that we can do that is through initiative transfers and drawing attention to them and making them meaningful to the dog. Arousal can be tamped down. I'm not gonna go there. Next week, flat work or Philosophy Friday, we will talk about how I don't even remember what I was going to say. Anyway, I'll remember it on the replay. Pretty important idea, and I would like to talk about it, but I forgot, and we don't have time. And it's a whole other topic. If somebody can remind me what I was saying, I'll pick it up. But arousal. We can navigate and tamp down arousal by increasing the dog's participation in the initiative transfers. We'll do more passing. We'll do more passing between the dog and handler and draw attention to it, and the game won't go so fast. It won't be a fast break, run and gun, dunk, dunk, dunk basketball game. I'll give the dog the ball. We'll walk 10 feet up court. He'll give me the ball. I'll pass a half court. I'll give him the ball. I'll go to the lane, run around. He'll pass me the ball. I'll come out. He'll run to the hoop. I'll pass him the ball. He'll throw it to me. I'll pass it to him. Then he dunks it. And we can slow down the arousal with that. We can also help the dogs we can reinforce the dogs with the knowledge that they've transferred the initiative. When they give the initiative up and it works for them, that's something that the dog with drive or engagement problems can do very easily. So, there we go. Drive management wrapped up. All right, here we go. You should tip your dog trainer. Always tip your dog trainer. All right. Patreon. Patrons are what make this stream happen. They keep the P vibe afloat. Patrons get access to class, get access to me, get access to PDFs and EPUB files, the Play Plus wiki, a bunch of special groups on the site. We have classes 3 times a week when I don't sleep through them, motherfucker. Tuesday, 1 p.m. Disquando. Wednesday, 2 p.m. Patrons cookie class. Friday night Disquando. Disquando class. All of them take place for Zoom. They're super long. They're super awesome. Participatory. You can work with your dog there. This is Patrons May. I have to do a new patrons list, but everyone here, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Again, this wouldn't be happening without you. Please jump in on the website, and particularly the Phenomenology of Play group, and also, you know, get with me. We'll hook up on the Play Plus stuff. Oops, I need to go here. And I'm going to play us out with some badass meme roll. What do we got? Badass meme roll number. Yeah, we'll do meme roll. I like meme roll number 4. Now we'll do meme roll number 6. Juicy. I know why I like the thank you, Sagepaw. I know why I like the other meme rolls. These are a lot of special dogs, guys. A lot of special dogs here. And none of them with us anymore. Russ Grizzy's still here. Oh. All right. Epi, up, down, up, over here, right here, up. Come on, Epi, yes. Down. All right, come on. Can't do it. Up, down. Good. CupCake, King. CupCake, King. We don't have a lot of time, buddy. I know, everybody's afraid of Epi. Come on. Chill, King, CupCake. Yeah, this sucks, man. CupCake, up. Everyone's, dude.